Hi guys, putting here with the game for you in my Tier 7 Premium Light Cruiser, the Boise. Now, my captain skills are going to be Priority Target, Expert Marksman, Adrenaline Rush, Basics of Survivability, Superintendent, IFHE, and of course, Concealment. My modules are going to be Protect My Main Battery, Damcom 1, Better Aiming, and Faster Get Up and Go. Now, I actually do enjoy playing my Boise once in a while. I prefer playing this ship over the Belfast, believe it or not, but I will still play that Dirty Seal clubbing ship once in a while. I enjoy this ship a little bit more because it has a heel. While radar is beneficial, having a heel can be just as important. I'm not reliant on smoke. I'm not relying on the radar and the other stuff that it would be in the Belfast compared to the Boise. Now, the issue, or I say issue loosely, the hindrance of a Boise, or its downside of pretty much a Cleveland without radar at Tier 7 is 13.6 kilometer range. You have good concealment at 10.4 kilometers, but it doesn't give you very much room between being spotted and being able to shoot. Now, the other thing this does is it really does limit your use of islands, which is some of the reason I do like the Boise. It will teach you proper position behind islands, and of course, how to open water Des Moines. Ha ha ha. We all know that's what co-op is for. But no, in all seriousness, you know, I did a lot of games with this ship in co-op, just learning how to open water it and kite and tank things while going away. I am divved up with the super stud that is known as Mr. Big Bongs. Husband Zath, I miss you. Please come back from your trip soon, please. We miss you. But you can see we're going to A. We are working, I believe Bongs was working on the battle missions, Midway, uh, Philippine Sea. I can't remember, to be honest with you. And that is some of the reason why I did take the Boise. Now, I'm reliant on Bongs to be my spotting for me. Now, I would love nothing more to get rid of this Atlanta for him, but I need to come in close with the battleships to offer the battleships any sort of support. I can't exactly do this from long range or try to flank. This is not a speedy ship at all. Now, of course, the one guy I want to get rid of desperately is any Russian battleship, because just being in my gun range is close enough for them to absolutely wreck me. I do not understand why so many people just go play the Yamato style in these Russian ships. Just go bow on and sit there and go, there's nothing you can do, and I'm just going to reverse. You make yourself an easy target. I mean, you're not moving fast. You're not as maneuverable as you would like to believe, but you are maneuverable enough to dodge torps. But as we just lost our poor Tier 5 to the overpowered Tier 7 battleships. But, I mean, you limit yourself to reposition, per se. Like, say you back up, you go dark, and like, okay, I need to reposition. Now you gotta move forward. Now you gotta move back to the enemy and hope none of them grew balls to come back and spot you for whatever reason. Now, the poor Mahan here, Beach, I can actually barely see him with my horrific eyesight on what he's doing, which is why I did the little mini map thing to see exactly what he was doing, where he's going, and all that stuff. But you know what? I'm going to take shots in on him because, you know what? Helping Bongs helps me, and that helps the team. Now, Bongs is going after this poor New York. Lone battleship by himself, and Bongs wants to go clubbing. The other reason Bongs took that position, he already got the cap. The Atlanta's in the area. He doesn't need to be around the Atlanta. If he can deal with this New York on the flank, I don't have to worry about the New York taking pop shots at me. I just have to deal with everybody that's in front of me. Well, still around their cap per se. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Whew. Sinus is really bad. But I mean, this is why you see me just doing a lack of better, a big freaking circle. I'm moving up. I'm getting in position. I'm seeing what I can shoot at. I'm choosing my target while I'm making my turn out. Now, even if I can only do one or two shots, hey, fine. I've always been, if I get the DCP out, yes, I would love to get the fire. But if somebody else gets the fire, fine. But those are extremely accurate battleships, as you're going to see right here as I get hit by the guy from the other side, fairly hard. And that's what I love about the Boise, is you get comfortable enough trying to open water in a training room or in co-op or in operations, and you gotta put that practice to use in randoms. You have a heal to help you for those mistakes, those instances of when you were unfamiliar of something shooting at you. Now, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I was actually surprised I Citadel the Furious Taco, and not because of where I hit him, but because of the caliber of these guns. These guns really you should use, or any of the 150s. I say that loosely because I know there's 52, 55s, blah, blah, blah. You want to use these in a little bit more of a close quarters situation, like 7 kilometers. Now, of course, Bongs is going in to try to get that Mahan spotted, and I'm like, you know what? These turrets don't turn the fastest, but I'm gonna, turn my rear turrets to help this guy. But I'm like, I was trying to take some shots in on the New York to, make him think twice about shooting at me or something. Try to get the fire going. So when the DD does disappear, as DCP's down in New York, we'll be ready for another fire. As you can see, my glorious aim of, I really can't hit crap at range. And this is the thing with the Boise is, any sort of maneuvering at range, and ships can easily dodge your shells. Battleships, not so much, but they're not exactly railguns, and they're not exactly lofty. They're more to the lofty side of things, so hitting small, fast-moving targets is difficult, or at least for me. Now, I got saved by two things. One, the New York's lack of shell choice, lack of knowledge, not understanding. He shot HE at me. Fine. He may or may not be able to HE Citadel me, but I know his AP can. I believe he could have overmatched me. I am just a light cruiser at the end of the day. Now, I needed to focus on him so I can come back to help support Bongs. Because the last thing I want to do is have another video with the super stud known as Bongs die in it. I need to get rid of the Atlanta for him. I need to get rid of the Atlanta for him. Now, I'm going to make a mistake, or I'm not going to say a mistake. A lack of situational awareness. I'm getting tunnel vision on these guys. I'm getting tunnel vision on helping bongs. I glance to the other side. I'm like, okay, we're getting D. We're losing ships. We just have to slow these guys down. Now, the Atlanta makes a huge mistake, and he's going to pay for it. I do not know why this gentleman turned right into the studs, torps, and he eats one. It's actually at this point of the game where I ask bongs for smoke. I'm like, hey, dude, you give me smoke, I can just nail these guys all day long. And he's like, sure, no problem. And I go, okay, well, maybe the DD is still spotting me. Okay, no, he's in smoke. There's not a plane. I'm not plane spotted. I'm clearly ship spotted. What the hell is spotting me? I'm like, bongs, I'm spotted. What the hell is it? And then I noticed that there's a Helena in cap. Well, I mean, I don't notice it now, but, when he just tell me, hey, idiot, there's Helena, in cap, I'm like, okay, I have to get into a smoke. The only thing that's going to save me right now is bong smoke. My guns are still looking at the battleship, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to deal with him. But I had the AP loaded for the Helena, and I'm like, okay, no. Bigger threat, bigger problem is the DD. Gotta kill this DD first. Then I can, worry about the Helen or the Helena on our cap. And you may be asking, well, why shouldn't you be saving your cap as we finally get the gentleman down? We've got to get rid of the DD because that's going to help bongs. Bongs is going to be freed up so much more because the radar's gone, the DD's gone. There's really nothing to counter bongs except for a mistake or the carrier. There's not much you can do with the carrier except for being by me. For my AA. Now, I got lucky that the Helena is behind this island, so he can't see me shooting as I get a reset on this gentleman. Bongs can just torp these BBs to keep them away. The threat of him being in the area is enough to keep them away. But, I am here to try to deal with these BBs, and we've got to get rid of these guys. I really can't be. It's like I feel like I'm taking so much on. Now, the reason I went back to shooting the battleship instead of the Helen because our carrier is coming in to deal with him. I did notice that on the minimap. Number 2, smoke was running out, and the battleship is charging me. So the battleship now becomes a threat to me. I've got to deal with threats to me, otherwise I can't help the team help themselves, or more importantly, I can't help out bonds. Helping out your div mate usually will benefit you enormously at the end. Prime example, this guy's been looking at me. Their DD's dead. There's no Atlanta, which means there's nobody screening for these torpedoes that are going after the guy. He either has to be aware of Bong's reload or potentially, running vigilance. But I've got to get rid of this guy. Now, luckily, he's turning. Bong's opened up on purpose. He did it to get the guy to stop focusing on me. He did that because he knows the best chance of killing the cruiser is going to be me. But there's not much I can do with the battleship up my rear end. Now, the enemy carrier is in a channel going down sea, which is kind of funny. So, this guy's dealing with the DD that's rushing him. Now, I do believe Bongs is shooting AP, and I'm trying to restart the fires on this guy. I believe Bong switched to HE there, but, I'm just trying to get the fires on this guy's. I sailed a little broadside, and I got punished for it, but luckily I didn't get punished enough. Now, I switched targets because the battleship's burning, and get a well-deserved arsonist. So now I'm focusing on the Furious Taco. He's going to be bowing to me, whatever. I'm not going to have a problem. I'm running IFAG. I do believe as soon as we kill this gentleman, the game is going to be over and we're going to check out the post-battle results. And I believe this is the killing salvo on the guy. Oh, no, because of that ram, I'm still here. But you know what? We're quickly ticking away. So, the post-battle results. I hope you guys really did enjoy this replay. I do hope you learned something. I hope you took something away from this replay. And I do love... Oh, sorry about that. I do love all the comments that were put on the co-op video. I apologize for not getting back to each and every single comment, but I did read them all. I do appreciate it, and I do thank you. We do appreciate all the support you guys do give us. We do love the replays you send in. The email for that is down in the description down below. Please remember to compliment good teamwork, good team play. We are quick to report, slow to compliment. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and have yourselves one heck of a great day.